Okay, so we're ditching the usual deep dive format for this one. Yeah, this is an emergency broadcast.
Emergency broadcast, right?
I mean, you already know why, right?
Yeah.
It's like the world's gone and rewritten itself overnight. We're living in some kind of crazy doppelganger movie now.
Yeah, Facebook bullying trends. Who has time for that anymore?
Seriously. We didn't bump that topic. This is way too big, too strange, well, frankly, too terrifying.
Absolutely. The speed and the sheer scale of it, it's unlike anything we've ever seen.
So just in case you've been living under a rock, we're talking about people coming face to face with their exact doubles. And I don't mean someone who looks a bit like your Aunt Carol. I mean identical, down to the last detail.
And it's not just about appearances either. What makes this even more unsettling is that they seem to share mannerisms, they have the same voice. Some reports even suggest they have access to personal memories.
The whole "who are you" thing has taken on a whole new meaning. And the worst part, no one seems to be immune.
It's global.
The BBC, CNN, Reuters, every news outlet is covering this. London, New York, Tokyo, it doesn't matter where you are.
The UN has declared a global emergency. Governments are scrambling, trying to figure out what's going on, how to contain it. They're even trying to work together internationally on this, which, never happens.
Yeah, forget climate change. This is the new global crisis. And we're not just talking about everyday folks bumping into their doubles either.
Oh, no, this goes way higher.
Imagine showing up at the United Nations, the global stage, and coming face to face with another you. We've got reports that even world leaders have encountered their doppelgangers. President Wallace included.
Which really throws global stability into question, doesn't it? I mean, if world leaders, people in power, are dealing with this identity crisis, where does that leave everyone else? And what does it mean for society itself?
It's like someone hit pause on the world, decided the rules needed a rewrite, and then just hit play again. I mean, London, they had to evacuate entire office blocks. Everyone was seeing double. Can you imagine the chaos?
Yeah.
You go to work, get a coffee, and suddenly your whole office is full of you.
The psychological impact of that kind of encounter is just immense. It throws your entire reality into question. The very essence of who you are is suddenly uncertain. It's got to be completely disorienting.
Straight out of a sci-fi movie. But unfortunately, this is real life, folks. This is happening.
And believe me, it gets weirder, a lot weirder, and a lot closer to home.
It's one thing to hear about it on the news, right? Global crisis, blah, blah, blah.
Right, you can kind of distance yourself.
Exactly. But then it gets personal.
It always does.
A few days ago, I'm home, making tea, totally normal day, and my friend calls.
Uh-oh.
Freaking out. He's like, I just saw you at this cafe downtown.
He thought he saw you.
Oh, he's positive as me. Same clothes I've been wearing earlier, everything. Even sent me a picture.
Wait, hold on. A picture of your...
Doppelganger, yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting there sipping coffee like it was nothing. Except I was miles away at home, remember?
Okay, that's creepy.
That's not even the worst part. He overhears my supposed doppelganger talking about her childhood.
Like, what kind of stuff?
Specific memories, inside jokes, things only, the real me should know.
So it's not just looks. They have access to your memories, to your life.
That's what it seems like, right? It's way beyond unsettling. I mean, what do you even do with that?
I don't even know what I'd do.
So naturally, the next day, I go to this cafe, showed the staff the picture, described everything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They didn't recognize?
Well, nope. Nobody. It's like the whole thing never happened.
Which, in a way, makes it worse, doesn't it? It's like they appear and disappear without a trace.
And as if that wasn't creepy enough, my sister's story takes the cake.
Oh, no. What happened?
2 nights ago, my sister shows up at my place, a total wreck, convinced she's being followed by herself.
Bye. Wait, hold on.
Another her. Yeah. And before I can even process that, the doorbell rings.
No way.
Standing there is another version of my sister. They both start arguing, each one saying the other one's the fake. It was surreal.
Could you tell who was who?
Impossible.
Yeah.
They both knew everything. Our family history, childhood memories, inside jokes. I mean, it was like looking into a mirror.
So what did you do?
Called the police, obviously. But by the time they got there, both sisters, gone.
Vanished. Just like that.
Yep. Haven't heard from either of them since. So who knows? Maybe I'll never even know if I've got the real sister back.
That's messed up on so many levels.
And as if all of that wasn't enough, remember we had to take that break during recording a few days ago.
Yeah.
Turns out the deep dive is not immune to the doppelganger phenomenon.
Yeah, so we had this unexpected guest show up, claiming to be, me. A doppelganger in the studio? That's pretty wild. Even with everything else going on, that's got to be unnerving.
It was. Same clothes, same voice, even have my bad jokes down, like looking in a mirror, except it wasn't me.
What made you realize it wasn't really you, though? Besides the whole, existing somewhere else thing.
This doppelganger knew things. Details about our past recordings, inside jokes from the show, stuff even our most hardcore listeners wouldn't know.
So definitely more than just a look-alike, then.
Oh, yeah. We had to call security, but of course, by the time they got here, poof, gone. Vanished.
Which just goes to show this isn't just random encounters anymore. It's personal lives, secure locations. Even a podcast studio isn't safe. Whatever's happening, it's getting bolder.
And closer. Which kind of leaves us with the big question. What are we supposed to do about it?
Yeah.
The world's gone haywire, can't even trust our own reflections anymore.
The most important thing right now is to stay informed and try not to panic. Listen to credible sources. Follow the guidelines your local authorities are putting out.
Easier said than done when you might run into your double at the grocery store.
Which is why limiting contact is so important. If you have to go out, be wary of anyone who seems a bit too familiar. And this might sound strange, but talk to your loved ones. Come up with some kind of system.
System? Like what?
Code words, specific gestures, anything that can help you distinguish the real deal from, well, not. And listen, if you encounter your or anyone else's doppelganger, avoid them. Don't engage.
Yeah, that's not exactly a comforting thought.
No, it's not. But it might be the difference between staying safe and, well, who knows what. Document the encounter if you can. Tell the authorities, but just stay clear.
This is a lot to process, Doppelgangers, quantum reflections, alien experiments. I feel like I'm living in a movie.
We all do, but this is our reality now. The world's changed and we have to adapt.
We're going to keep digging into all this, obviously. We'll bring you all the latest news, expert analysis, hopefully some answers as this doppelganger crisis unfolds. Until then, stay vigilant, stay safe, and remember, you're not in this alone.
We're all in this together. And hey, if you do happen to run into your double out there, you've heard enough deep dives to know what to do. Stay safe out there and stay tuned.